Annyeong, this is Nuna Army. So we are doing yet another A5 binder setup, and we actually have two A5 binders to put together because I have all of these photo cards to set up in them. And yeah, I've really found just a great way to use the A5 binders to complement my collection. These are all existing groups that I have been collecting. You will see them here. And let's just get started so that I can talk us through as I put together the A5 binder setups. Let's start with this Beyond D binder, which will house several groups that I do collect. And it will house mostly duplicates. Yes, I am. If you're new to my channel, it's the first video that you're watching with us, with me. You will be surprised maybe to know that I do keep my duplicates, and I don't know, it's just a preference of mine. I've always really just enjoyed that. I felt worse about letting go of duplicates than like by keeping them. And the duplicates come in various forms, whether I've had to just get sets to be able to get that one photo card that I needed to complete something in my collection, or they're like pulls that I just don't want to let go of. Anyway, we do have this binder set up just to house that because they used to live in my A4 collection, but you know, it was always a bit out of place and a bit random and kind of disrupted the flow of the A4 binders. But with the A5 binders, I can house them better, and you know, it's just a quick and easy way to pick up a little A5 binder, flip through it quickly. It's easier than like getting a full A4 binder and, you know, flipping through that. I don't know. I've been really enjoying the A5 binder, again, as a complement to my main bigger collection. Anyway, we are starting off, as you can see, with Mamamoo. So I just have this little divider for these Beyond D binders, which have the 6 rings. I do use a variety of pages. A lot of them are still Beyond D materials, so this one, but I do use other things. For example, the one pocket pages that I do use for the dividers are Daiso Korea brand. Now the Daiso pages, I have a few of them in 4 pockets, 2 pockets, and 1 pockets. I don't think they're great quality, if I'm being honest. They're thin. I think they're fine if you haven't touched any other pages. They're fine. But because I am exposed, like I was exposed to other brands, I just saw that the quality was just worse than others. Having said that, they are significantly cheaper, so if you're looking for something that's a bit of like better value, it's something to check out. So for Mamamoo, we have a few 4 pocket pages set up. These 4 pocket pages are not Beyond D. These are from Pinlilu, which is based in China. They're still archival material, and I bought them off Shopee. I live in the Philippines, if anyone's wondering, so Shopee is a big e-commerce platform here. And yeah, I think it's like good quality actually, so really thick material, which I like what I said. These are gonna be duplicates, and you know, Mamamoo is the only girl group that I collect, so I'm really quite precious with the cards that I do get from Mamamoo, so I just don't want to let go of any of them. Yeah, so the way I have set this up is we're still gonna do it by album, instead of like the other videos that I've done for my A5 binder setups. If you haven't seen those, I'll, you know, link them somewhere here. But for those duplicates, I did do it by member. For this one, I'm gonna stick with by album. So we will start with Yellow Flower. All right, and this is already arranged. And for the sleeves though, for these cards, I did use the Board M5889 card sleeves. They're really good. A Korean brand. They're made in China, but they're a Korean brand. Really good quality, nice, thick, super clear, and they fit great for A5 binder pages. So yes, I do have a full set of yellow flower duplicate cards for Mamamoo, and because we have 4 members for Mamamoo, it fits nicely in a 4 pocket for A5 binders. Right. And then we go into Travel, which is my favorite Mamamoo album so far. You know, we got Dinga, we got Aya from this album. I really enjoyed this era, and this is when I really started to get into Mamamoo, and of course I enjoyed all the other albums too. But we do have quite a fair bit of duplicates for Travel because I did buy the albums myself, and I also had to purchase a few photo cards just to complete my collection. Oops. What do I do for this one? Let me think. You know what? I think I actually want to double it up for Moonbyul because I do have a dupe for Moonbyul's card. So that it just flows nicely. Right. Because the rest of the cards are actually solo cards for Moonbyul. I did get her Dark Side of the Moon Kino, and that came with 12 sets of photo cards. I have 2 copies of those, or 2 sets of the Kino, so that means I have 2 sets of all of her photo cards as well. And I used to house them in the A4 binder like what I said, but I think they're gonna see they're so nice on an A5 binder. I did think about moving my entire Mamamoo collection into an A5 binder because there are 4 members. It's just gonna sit nicely, but ultimately, at least for now, I decided to just keep the main collection in the A4 binders. I like how I've set that up for the 4 members. Maybe someday I'll move them to an A5 binder, but for today, I'll keep them in the A4 binder and then keep these duplicates in the A5 binder. And that's it for Mamamoo. Let me just flip through that just to make sure. But yeah, everything's in order. And I do, again, really like the quality of these Pinlilu pages. I have a spare page there. Anyway, I'll take that out later on. Next up, we have 17. Same story for the divider here. It's just a Daiso 1 pocket page, and I just have a printout of 17 right here. I just realized that Vernon's eyes are closed in this photo. Okay. So for 17, I do have a lot of duplicates because I am really trying to complete OT13 sets for like a lot of trading cards, and the only album that I'm really collecting is Ataka Carrot version, and I got a lot of duplicates there. And again, I have a little bit of sentimental value when it comes to these duplicate cards, so I just decided to keep them. And again, A5 binder to the rescue. I'm gonna keep them in an A5 binder. Here we go. It is a big stack for 17 as well. For 17, I did use different sleeves. These are the Titan Shield Japanese size sleeves. I do really enjoy these Titan Shield sleeves. I really like them in my A4 setup, but I really like them for the A5 setup as well, just because the backs are textured, so it's just grippier. For 17, I am using the Beyond D 4 pocket pages. Now you might be wondering why, I chose different brands for different groups. No special reason really. I was just, trying out different brands anyway for these A5 pages. And yeah, so I was pretty happy with most of the brands that I did buy. And my principle really is just I don't mind that I'm using different brands across all of the different binders, but I'd like to keep them the same for each group. So that's it. Anyway, the way I organize this is by member. So we only have one S-Scoops dupe. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, so we do have Jonghan now, and this will be a mix of Carrot Land 2020 and 2021 and Power of Love and Attack a Carrot cards. So that's what you will see here. I will see how I feel when it's all set up and you get like a lot of random backs right there. Let's see how I feel about that. But for now, I'm okay with it, actually. I think it's just a little bit jarring because S-Scoops does have just that one card. But let's see how it goes when we have more cards. So you see like Jonghan's section ends there, then we go into Joshua. All right. Now for these Beyond D pages, I did have to pull them apart just because they're really stuck together when you first get them. So I just had to do that so that it's smoother and we'd avoid tearing pages as I'm pulling them apart. I only have 2 dupes for Joshua, and then now we have June. Yes, then we move to Hoshi, who again only has 1 dupe. Then we have Wonwoo, and yes, for 17, the reason why I am collecting them a bit differently from other collections is because I have not chosen a bias, and it's just impossible for me to collect OT13 for everything. So that's why we're here. But I am talking about that because we have Wonwoo right now, and Wonwoo is a strong contender to be my bias for 17. Having said that, every time I watch something with 17, I change my mind. So yeah. But I do have a lot of Wonwoo dupes, so it makes me happy too. Like for Ataka, I have 2 of these close-up cards. This is Attacker, right? No, this is Power of Love. I have 2 of these close-up cards. Okay, here comes Attacker. There we go. That's just a face of like close-up Wonwoo selfies. That worked out nicely. Okay. Then we have Woozy, who just has 1, so he's going to fill up this page. And then we have the 8. I'm just pushing up some of the cards that I feel like are slipping out. But again, I just like how these Titan Shield sleeves work with pocket pages in general, because they really just give that nice grip, while at the same time still giving us room to, you know, easily take them out if needed. Well, I must say the 8 is really photogenic. Like, look at these. These are Ataka, right? Yeah, these Ataka cards. Bomb. So bomb. Oops, some of these are harder to insert. Then we have Mingyu. Oopsies. There we go. Then we have DK. Wow. What? Okay, there. Wow, I have a lot of DK duplicates. Okay. Then we have Boo, one Boo, which makes me sad because I really like Boo. He actually also is a strong contender for bias ship. I love him. He has a great voice and he's super entertaining on variety shows, which I watch a lot of Korean variety shows. Then we have Vernon, who doesn't change his facial expressions very much when it comes to photo cards. But that's okay. That's his style, I guess. It's almost become his signature, like similar facial expressions. Then we have the Maknae, Dino. Then we go into unit cards. Ooh, maybe I'll flip this just so they are facing this side, like the right side. I just prefer that for landscape oriented cards. Right, and that's it for 17. Next, we have Monsta X. Ooh, I love this photo. Fantasia era. Oops. I made a mistake here, I think. Because I think for Monsta X, I did sleeve them in Titan Shield regular sleeves because Monsta X cards are bigger. They can fit in the Japanese sleeves, I believe. I don't know, I'm not sure. I have to double check that. But I think I didn't want to keep them in this, at least in these pages. So we'll skip Monsta X for now. Let's just finish out what's correctly sleeved for these pages. Anyway, and we have Stray Kids. So yeah, I love this photo as well of Stray Kids from No Easy era. Like, that's just so nice. I love anything that has touches of like traditional Korean stuff. Yep, super great with words. Anyway, so same thing here. These are just really all duplicates, and I've just arranged them by member. I am using B&D 4 pocket pages for Stray Kids, and the sleeves that I use are the same, like Board M 5889 sleeves. Sorry, that's dog hair. Okay, so we have Bangchan. Yeah, and not all of these are gonna be from like No Easy era. It's just that I have a lot of dupes from that time. And like, look, I can't let go of this card. Like, Lino is such a cutie pie. Like, so cute. He is one of my biases, so yeah. Then we have Changbin. Then we have Hyunjin. See, we don't have all No Easy here. So I do collect Hyunjin and Lino for all the albums. You know, I haven't completed those, but for all albums of Stray Kids, that is my plan. There are certain sets though that I do collect all members for. That's why we do have all members showing up here. Yeah, this is so cute, and that's why I have a lot of Hyunjin dupes as well. It's actually I'm finding it hard to complete Hyunjin, also Lino. I don't know, I found a really difficult pairing to complete for Stray Kids, and that's why I have a lot of dupes, because I've found that I've had to buy sets of things, and I don't know, I just didn't see them at the right time, and that's why I have a lot of dupes. So anyway, I only have one Han dupe. I do have quite a few Felix cards, because I pulled him for Christmas Evil. So I think some of these are not duplicates. These are just like pulls. And again, for my A4 collection, I do have Hyunjin and Lino there, because they're the biases that I do collect for. And Felix just seemed a little out of place in some of them, which is sad. So I didn't want that for him. It's just cute. A little intro to Sungmin. Maybe what I'll do actually is take that. I did have a spare page from Mamamoo. Oh, but it's a different style. You know, let's just borrow one of the incorrect Monsta X pages. And maybe I'll just change and put this here at the start, because I have 3 unit cards from In Life that I would like to keep here. So let's just put them in front. Oh, this is a 2-pocket page. Oh, I know why. I know why I have that there. Let's get a 4-pocket. All right. Like, I had to get duplicates of these unit cards because it has Hyunjin and Lino, and then Felix, who, this is perfect because we have bias line and then the guy that I always somehow pull. Anyway, so that is Stray Kids. Then we go into the Boyz. I love the Boyz, and I love this photo of them. Like, wow, power. My bias in the Boyz is Younghoon. I did used to collect like Hyunghoon and Juyeon, but it was very difficult to do that together with my Lino Hyunjin duo. So it was just a lot for me to do. So I paused my Juyeon collecting and just focused on Younghoon for now. But maybe someday I'll pick up the Juyeon collection. For now, it's just like that. Now I do have a lot of Younghoon dupes, and yeah, I'm not gonna let go of these. Some of these are dupes and some are just pre-order benefits that don't exactly sit well in how I've set up the A4 binder, so I'm gonna put them here. And then we have Q. Q is really coming for me recently, so I don't know, will I collect 3 members for the Boyz someday? Probably not, but never say never, right? So yeah, I have just set these up again by member, and we have Younghoon to start with. We have these Chase, or like the Stealer lenties. I actually got them as freebies, so yeah, I'm not gonna let go of those because that's really nice of the seller to give them away. Then we have Thrilling, super cute. Maybe I should put, actually, his thrilling, one of his thrilling sparkling cards here. Okay, no, I know why. I know why I wanted to keep that there, because there. Okay, I did not pre-pull these ones apart. You can hear that stickiness. So that's it. One of his sparkling cards, and we have Maverick. Oh, I love Maverick. I love Maverick. I have two of these dupes. Yeah, I wanted to keep them here because they're like thicker cards. So that's why I wanted that thrilling sparkling card at the end. Oh, I love this photo card. I really love Maverick. I love Yeonhoon's look here. Right, and then we just have some more like pre-order benefits for Yeonhoon, for Maverick. So you know, they're not all duplicates. Right. Then we move to Juyeon. So yes, these are the cards of Juyeon that I managed to get because it was really easy for me to get the Chase photo cards. But the rest are just not. Because when I first started collecting the Boyz, I was just gonna get like one era, and then I grew out of that moment. But it was just, it's gonna be too difficult to do 2 members at once for the Boyz on top of every other collection that I am trying to do. So I'm not stopping collecting Juyeon, I'm just pausing until I have the right resources to be able to pick him up again. But I did not want to let go of these cards, so A5 binder is the solution. Like, look at Juyeon. So cute. Am I missing so many pages? Anyway, good thing we have, you know what, let's just take out these Monsta X pages because I think I have already filled up this binder anyway, so maybe it was good that I made a little mistake on how I set up the Monsta X section. And we have Q, so cute. This is all Maverick stuff. Just a couple of pretty special cards. And then we end with a 4-pocket page of units. Maybe I'll want to split them up. Because I have 2 of these. 2 duplicates. Right. Okay, then we can take out. Yeah, I have a hard time using the buttons to open up the rings, so that's why I pulled them apart myself. Right. Now I do have these 1-pocket pages. These are still Beyond D, but they're like narrower, so they have that little split there because I have these duplicate Maverick cards that I did get as freebies. So let's put Yeonhoon there first and new. So I already have these 2 in my A4 binders. These dupes, yeah, I'm just not gonna let them go and keep them here. Right, that means I've got too many of these 1-pocket pages, or did I really did want to keep one though. White card here, just to kind of protect these cards from behind. I will remove actually the black band now, because I think they will damage the cards, because the binder is so full, so there's gonna be a lot of pressure. So I'm gonna take these out. Right, so we have this Beyond binder. It is definitely like at capacity, so we definitely had to move one of the groups anyway, and that's probably why I subconsciously wrongly set up for my Monsta X cards. So let's move on to the next binder, and then we'll include Monsta X there. Okay, now we have my next A5 binder to set up today, and this is a Bambi A5 binder. It's a 3-ring binder with D-rings that I really like, because D-rings just protect the cards, especially if you have a lot of pages to store. I did get this from Shopee. I think this is an Indonesian brand, and yeah, I did try them out first for their A4 binders that didn't really work out for me, but for A5 they're really great. This is a 30mm one. From what I've seen, they do have 20mm and 30mm. They do have 2-ring binders as well, but I don't like 2-ring binders. I think it's just a little flimsy to flip the pages with 2 rings. But yeah, they have 3 rings, so it's nice. And this is wider, so it can store like wider pages, like A5 wide pages fit, at least the ones that I buy, fit just right. I do have a couple of them in here. So we will have Monsta X here first, and then I have 2 other groups that are not going to be duplicate cards. They're actually going to be collections that I've moved from A4 binders to A5, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's start with Monsta X now that I have the right pages set up for them, because I did keep my Monsta X dupes in Titan Shield standard sized sleeves, and they just fit in these 4-pocket pages that I got from Pinlilu. Now, for some reason, like the 3-ring binder version for the Pinlilu 4-pocket pages for A5 binders are a bit wider, so they will fit these nicely. So yeah, it's a bit complex, this whole finding supplies for A5 binders thing. So you do need to excuse me, like try out a few pairings. It's not as straightforward as like the A4 binder world. Anyway, so we will store my dupes here for Monsta X. My bias is Shonu, who is in military. I miss him a lot, but I do appreciate all the content that he pre-filmed and has released. So I feel like he's still pretty active, even if he wasn't part of the latest comeback. But I have organized, I do have dupes for other members as well. So sorry, my biases are Shonu and I am. But yeah, so I have dupes for those, but I have a lot of unit card dupes because for Monsta X, there are a lot of like albums that I completed or I'm attempting to complete full sets of all of the unit cards. So I have a lot of dupe cards for units. Anyway, long intro. But let's just start storing these, and you see they fit perfectly in these pockets in the Titan Shield standard sleeves. You okay, darling? I only actually have 4 Shonyu duplicate cards to store here, and 1 I am. The rest are really unit cards. Oh, relaxo. Yeah, so they are all gonna be unit cards moving forward. These are so cute. Like, I just cannot part ways with these unit cards. I mean, there's a reason why I decided to complete sets of unit cards, because I really, really like unit cards, and Monsta X photo cards are bigger. So the unit cards sit really nicely because you can see more. Of course, there's a lot more real estate there. I'm just gonna flip these because I do want these to face the right side. So sorry, we're gonna have to do that for a couple of these cards. Right. Like, they're so big that they fit the entire member photo cards nicely. What am I saying? So they're so nicely sized, the Monsta X photo cards, that group cards fit so nicely in them. Like, they're such a great size, and I really love cards that have full members in them. Now that's on backwards. Is that gonna bother me? Not at the moment, honestly. I'm okay with that. This is such a cute card of Kyun and Minhyuk. Look at this. Prom hug. Actually, it was my plan to double these up. Why? Why would I do that? Oh, you know what? I think I was gonna double these up, the unit cards. Yeah, let me do that now. Then I won't be so bothered by these upside down things. I probably will not do that for... maybe I should though. Or not. Let's keep these. Why did I do that? Why did I separate these cards when they're like units as well? Let's just flip them instead of redoing those. Oops. Yeah. And then let's just put these in here. Yeah, so that when I do this, it's a nice spread. Cute. So you see, I even have duplicates within my set of duplicates. So that means it's a triplicate. Still keeping them. Yep. Someday, I don't know, maybe my mind will change and I will like let go of these duplicate cards. But again, for now, I'm really happy to keep all of these duplicates. Yes, and we have more group cards. Let's just flip all of these now so we can just happily sleeve them in the pockets or slot them in the pockets. Oh wow, I have so many. Excuse me. My throat is a little dry, which is funny because I live in a very humid country, but that's all right. Okay, slot these in here, and at least these duplicates within duplicates won't be on the same page. Okay, and then for Fantasia though, let's keep them on their own page. Yeah, I think it was a good choice to like double them up for my Connect unit cards. Anyway, now I have these extra pages that get rid of. I didn't actually count how many I needed. I just put a bunch. Then we have this, which is a wider page, and it's just a 2-pocket vertical. And for those, I will be putting in bookmarks. So these Fatal Love bookmarks, I do have Juhani and Minhyuk. I got these as freebies. One of the sellers I purchased Photocards from. Actually, I purchased, what was it? I can't remember if it's not Fatal Love Photocards actually. I got, what did I get? One of a kind Photocards, I think, maybe. Anyway, but I got these bookmarks as freebies, and yeah, they were out of place in my A4 binders, but they have a really nice place here, ending out my A5 section for Monsta X. Then we will go into the 2 groups now that I have moved out of their A4 homes into A5 binders, because into this A5 binder, because I just decided to pause those collections. Well, at least pause one, and then the other one, they kind of like self-paused because the group paused themselves. Anyway, that'll make sense later. But we'll start with Ateez, whom I am moving to this A5 binder. And you know, I even without pausing this collection, just with what I had, it does make more sense to keep it in an A5 binder, because I was really just collecting Fever Part 1, Part 2 for 3 members. I think it was just, okay, you'll see. And then that's it. So I was like, okay, let's just move them. This is my Ateez stack, and the nice thing with using these like slightly bigger A5 pages, I didn't have to re-sleeve these. I'm just using the sleeves that I was originally using, which are BCW, so they fit here. Yeah, so we do have Songhwa here first. I did arrange these by member now as well. And yeah, I think it's just nicer to put them in A5 pages. Like, they won't feel as empty, because I had a lot of fillers in the A4 setup that I had for them, and I'm okay with this, with like the backs being mixed up like that. Yeah, you know, I don't know, I think it's just like with the number of members I was collecting and the number of photo cards that there was per member. Like, it's not like I completed it as well for Ateez. Excuse me. But yeah, I think it's just nicer here. I'm much happier already, like putting them here. It's cute. Like, oh look, that even lined up nicely. Okay. Then we have Sun. Maybe I'll just skip that and add some fillers here. Yeah, let's add these black fillers. Then we have Sun. See, and with Sun, I only started with Fever Part 2. So yeah, and Ateez is getting really popular these days, so super awesome. You know, I feel like I have to explain this. Just because I stop or I pause a collection for a certain group doesn't mean I stop listening to them. I listen to so many K-pop groups. A lot of them I don't collect photo cards for, so you know, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be supporting them anymore. It just means I'm not going to be collecting their photo cards, because I really gone deep into my interest for K-pop. So I have a lot of groups that I support, and I really cannot just collect photo cards for all of them. In a perfect world where I have unlimited resources and time, because it does take time to do this, yeah, I will collect all members for all the groups that I stan or that I support. But you know, we live in a restricted world, and I have to make choices. But Spotify membership gives you unlimited access to songs, so I will continue to support them, all of them there. Support certain groups with buying physical albums, and supporting even more specific groups and members by collecting their photo cards. Do whatever what makes you happy, right? And this is the way that it makes me happy. Oops, we have gone into a little mix-up situation here. Yes. Okay. I think what I need to do, I don't want to cover that out because because this does connect, and I do have okay, you know what? Let's just put him here. It's just because we're starting with the third member that I was collecting for Ateez now. So we have Wooyoung here, and I'll just put a little filler here to end the sun section. Yup. For Wooyoung, ooh no, I want the blue ones to be next to each other. No, of course not, because they're different group members. Okay, no, that's fine. It's kind of like one theme there. So yeah, this is a little jumbled up, but that was my Ateez collection in the A4 binders. So isn't it just better to house them in an A5 binder? Like, it really makes more sense. And look, the yellow outfits are next to each other like this. That's so cute. Anyway, we continue with Wooyoung. Like, this is just so nice. I know I'm not gonna let go of these cards. I don't know. I have an emotional attachment to the cards that I get. Even if I don't necessarily like pull them from albums, you know. So yeah, I'm just happier keeping them like this. Oops. Right. And we finish up these photo cards. Now we go into the sets, these like photo card sets. These are still Fever, right? Yeah. But we have full members here because yeah, I did get them as sets, as full sets. These are gorgeous, and yeah, I like them a lot. What I might do, I have a little idea. Okay, Let's do it this way. I think for these cards, because I do have full members, and there are 8 Ateez members, well, for these photo cards we'll have 7 because Mingyu was on his health break. Let's do this. Let's just do this and see how I feel about that. You see what I'm trying to do now? Do you see it? I am excuse me. I am trying to put them in one spread. And look at that. You see all of them laid out like this. That is nice. Good job. Good job, me. I don't mind that I don't see the backs. They're not super special for these photo cards. I think it's more special to be able to just flip and then see everybody. That is perfect. Perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, that is awesome. Like for these, should I go with a blue filler? Okay. Yeah, that is awesome. Oh, this is great. Now for Ateez though, and even for the next group that I will move here, the bigger inclusions I've kept in the A4 binder. Just for those things, I think it makes more sense to keep them in the bigger binder. And I also kept, like, I got an ID photo set for Ateez. That's also just there. For this, let's use a yellow filler. And then I have these two, like, pre-order benefits from, or just order benefits from Subkey, where I got those photo card sets. And again, they were just so out of place because I couldn't find a nice spot for them in my A4 binder. I mean, I included them somehow in my setup for these cards, but now they can just live nicely here and it won't look as empty. Like, it's not perfect, but it's better like this. And there we have it for Ateez. Yeah, I like that a lot. Nice. Then the final thing for Ateez, and you're already getting a teaser of the next group that we will be tackling today. That is Super M. But before we get to them, I have this Wooyoung bookmark that I just want to store here. I only have one. I'm pretty sure I got this as a freebie. But let's just slot him in this 2-pocket page and that's it. And I'm not worried because these pages have a little flap top to like seal him in there. And that's it. And then we go to Super M, which is, yes, that group that kind of like pause themselves or stop themselves, you know, for many reasons. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my collection here. I'm not gonna get rid of my Super M collection because I do like my Super M collection. I do not collect all the members for Super M. I do collect 4. And they are, wow, Taemin, Baekhyun, Taeyong, and Kai. Yeah, and did it for their albums and tour. Because I do collect 4 members, it made perfect sense to move them in an A5 binder because I just had so much free space in the A4 binder setup. Yeah, I actually did not have to re-sleeve these, but I did. Anyway, this is from their Super M album. What do we do with Taemin? Does it make sense to do it this? No, it doesn't, because this is the Korea version. Okay, okay. Like, that's so cute though. That's so cute though. Okay, this is what I'll do. Free world time. Let us, yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, let's just do this. Who cares really? It just looks better. So also, oops, let me flip this. Maybe I should re-sleeve these into like Titan Shield sleeves though, because I used Board M sleeves and they're kind of moving around. Anyway, I'm just gonna do this. You see, okay, because we have like US version and then Korea version for Taemin here, but I think this is fine. Oh. Maybe I will just for this card, because for some reason that does bother me that this one is flipped. Let's just use a black sleeve for this. Alright, this is a Dragon Shield sleeve. Fits super nicely here. I don't want to use colored sleeves because I want to see the backs of these cards. Okay, let's continue and then see. So this is still Korea version, and now, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you see, I didn't even complete these, so you can just imagine how empty the pages are in the A4 binder. I mean, you don't have to imagine, you can see it in my flip through, my collection flip through. But yeah, that was the situation there. Look, this is bothering me that they are like moving all over the place, so let me just pause real quick here for recording the video, and let me just re-sleeve these Super M cards. I need to put them in sleeves that will make them fit snugly in these pages, so I will be back. Alrighty, so I'm back. I know it seems like it's just literally the next frame for you guys, but it took me a while to re-sleeve the cards. But I'm back, so let's really start with Super M now. We will start off with their album cards, and I've decided to do it this way because for the Super M album, at least for like the first album, I actually don't have a lot of cards. So I'm just mixing up the Korea and the US versions here. And I will do a first page of just Taemin. Yeah, because I do have 4 cards for him across the 2 versions, so it fills out a 4-pocket page nicely. And the nice thing, well, nice for now, is that the backs are like cohesive. I say nice for now because when I was collecting, like, because they were so similar, it was a bit hard for me to tell at first which one was Korean and which one was the US version. Like, you really have to inspect like the corners there, and of course the design of the card themselves. But yeah, then we have Kai, who will house, maybe let's put Taeyong together with him. Yeah, so let's do it this way. Let's put these 2 mic photo cards side by side, and let's do Taeyong right there. We can remove this filler and put Baekhyun's cards next, because he will be with the group cards that I've just put in black sleeves, because I did flip them so that they would face the right side, and it just makes the back upside down with the black sleeves. I don't see that. Cool. then we'll go into Super One, which has a lot of photo cards, because I did buy copies of Super One, so I did pull cards, and I'm just gonna keep those. And I did pull this Baekhyun, so let's put that there. Now, yeah. Then we have Taemin, and I do have 2 Kais right here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. Yep. And I don't want to double these up because I want to see those backs. Like, they're so simple but also well designed, so I just want to keep them like that. And I did pull Mark's card, so yeah, he's a bit of not part of my bias line for Super M, but yeah, I just want to keep that there. Then we have the unit cards and these group cards, which are fun. Okay, I might just put the pink group cards that are different. These 2 cards are different. Yeah, it's hard to tell, hey, but they are. I'm gonna put them here. There, that's nice. Cohesive-ish. And we still have Super One here. These are cute cards. Different vibe from the previous version. I did pull 10 and Mark, so that's why they make an appearance here. And what do? I do want to put these cards in one page. Yeah, so. Let's do that. What was stopping me? I do not know. I love this unit card. I did Taemin and Taeyong. Tay. And let me just put in some fillers here, just to fill the empty spots. All right. Then we move to tour cards, and I do have these, which are unofficial cards. They're fan made. I got them as freebies, but I think they're gorgeous, so I'm gonna keep them here. I did keep them in my A4 binder. They are transparent cards, so they are in white sleeves. I think they're just so pretty, so it's gonna be like a nice pseudo divider into the tour sets. So for the tour sets though, I do want to kind of do this, right? Like, that's gonna be cute. What are the backs? Like, the backs of these are, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go back here. Put these there. It's just gonna sit nicely, I think. Look, I could also do them like side by side, but I just like the cohesiveness of this look. Like this. Yes. All right. Now let me just figure this out for a minute, because we do have the European set. Let's just look at the backs quickly. So let's just double these up. Let's do the same layout situation. Why did I do that? There must be a reason. Did I just make a mistake here? Yeah, let's flip through. I think it was the way I had it set up in the A4 binder. It kind of disrupted the order for Baekhyun and Kai. Not Baekhyun, Kai and Taemin. There we go. So let's put Taemin here and Baekhyun and Kai. Oops. What did I do there? This is the problem with sorting these out. So we have Taemin. We need to get Annyeong, who is here. Right? Yeah. Let's put him here. Yep. Just visualizing this. It's hard to visualize a bit. These scratches. Okay. Anyway. There. What are those scratch? I think it's my nail art that's scratching the pages. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that. Let me just get a little filler to fill up this empty Baekhyun one. And then we go into these. Is that the European one? Yeah, I think these are the European ones. No, these must be the US ones. They're exactly the same, by the way. It's just that one of them is matte, like these are matte. It's hilarious. So yes, let's just do it this way. And then Kai and Taeyong. Right, Baekhyun, Taemin, Kai, and Annyeong. There, like, check them out. Exactly the same, but I need to replace this page. There. Oops. Now we go into like more special cards. So these are the holographic photo cards that came with standees, and this is just a photo card set with all the members. So let's start with this because I think this is gonna be super gorgeous. I don't wanna double these up actually because the backs are cute. So let's start with Tiger Inside. Yeah. The standees, again, like the bigger inclusions for Super M, I kept in my A4 binder. So the standees are there, the postcards that I have are there, mini posters, whatnot, they're there. Now we have the next set. It's so nice because you can buy like per member. And yeah, I'm glad I collected 4 members for this, for Super M. Because look, they sit so nicely here. I mean, I wasn't so happy when I was doing the 9 pocket page for the A4 binders. Made that work there as best as I could, but they're just so much better in these A5 binders. Look at that. These are so pretty. Okay. Then we have these, which I might double these up. Right? Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So that we see them here. There we go. Just grab a filler. There. That's like the Super M portion. I do have a few cards here which are Bambi album for Baekhyun and some random Taeyong cards. So let's put Bambi up here first. And we also have these transparent cards. So I am now, the transparent cards of Bambi are a bit big for these pockets. Could I use the wide pages that I have? I can, of course I can. Wait. Okay, then let's start with Taeyong's page first, which is a bit random. And why does this kind of fit here? This is actually from like the NCT binder. Yeah, you get a random card, and I got like Taeyong's card. I actually bought the binder for some reason. Like I was like, there was a Taeyong moment for me. So let's put it here because I have these Polaroids for Taeyong now. This is NCT stuff, but it's okay. And we can just put them here. I just put these in silver sleeves. These are Dragon Shield sleeves again. Yeah. Then we can remove these pages. Put in one of these wider pages that I have. It's still a 4-pocket page, but a wide one. So that the Bambi bits can just sit nicely. What will happen if I just put like a Dragon Shield sleeve there? That's actually alright. I have so many of these spare sleeves because I did unsleeve quite a few cards from my GOT7 collection and BTS. So I have a lot of colored sleeves. Right. That's it. We're done. We're done with my A5 binder setup. Okay, I really like that. Should we do a flip through? Oh wow, this is full. Oh, that's so nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's do Monsta X first. Let's do this binder first because it's here. So we have Monsta X. This little flip through will just help me check as well if there's something that's out of place that we should fix. Wow, I really am happy with this. These bookmarks. I have Ateez now living here, so much better than force fitting them into an A4 binder when I really, oops, that's flipped. I really didn't have enough to fill A4 pages in a nice way. Like they were fine there with the way I set them up, but they're just so much better here now. Nice. Oh, it's so pretty, this setup. Cute. Super I enjoyed them while they lasted. It was really a super group for SM. A lovely fan-made set. Oh, I like this. I like this better now. Because in the A4, I really did have just like 4 members per page, and it was sad. Oh, look at these hollows, especially these hollows all together. So nice. And the random Taeyong and Baekhyun Bambi bits. And let's get the other binder, flip through that. Okay, so this is my Beyond D binder. Mamamoo. So nice. Oops, spare page. See, there's a benefit in flipping through. And we have 17. Cute. I like it. Look at these Titan shield sleeves, just keeping the photo cards in place. Oh, Wonru. Wow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Ooh, should we put a little filler here? Then we have Stray Kids. Okay, this is actually super helpful, this flip through. Bangchan, Lino, Changbin, here, Yoongjin. So many Hyunjin dupes. Felix and Seungmin. These two just to fill these spots. And then the boys. Why do I miss the boys? They've been a little quiet, at least in my feeds. Cute. These units and the postcards. And that's it. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. If you've watched like all my little A5 binder setup videos, bless you. They have been quite a lot. But I've really enjoyed setting up these A5 binders, and I'm happy to have found a way to integrate them into my collection. Yes, I will still be collecting primarily through the A4 binder setup, but these A5s have really found a nice little niche for me. And little teaser, I am going to be collecting a new group. Quite selectively collecting them, and because of that I will be storing them in an A5 binder, so watch out for that. Maybe, I don't know, leave a comment if you wish, of who you think the new group would be. New group entirely that you haven't seen. I haven't mentioned at all in this channel. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. I'm just waiting for their albums to arrive, so that maybe a little bit of a hint. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.